I'm making this video to respond to what Brother Enoch Mbewe, the gospel artist or musician, earlier posted on Facebook. I think I'll attach the post. I don't know if it's a question or just sentiments that he shared on Facebook. And he was asking the reason why gospel artists are not celebrated as compared to secular artists. Yeah, it was quite general, but I believe is referring to Zambia, and I'm going to respond according to Zambia and the reason why they are not celebrated in Zambia. So I'm going to be making comparisons with Nigeria. So when we look at Nigeria and their gospel artists in Nigeria are celebrated. I think it's just as much as the secular artists. Why? Because number one, these as artists have invested heavily in marketing strategies. Let's just look at us here in Zambia. When a Nigerian gospel artist is coming to Zambia, how many posters do you just come across as you are driving on the roads, on Great East Road? Most of the bigger posters, signposts, you find their pictures there on social media, Facebook, hashtags. These churches that they are affiliated to, they'll be talking about them. They'll be posting videos on Instagram. That's the same as these men of God, still the same thing. Hubert Angel is coming to Zambia. There are always these reels on Instagram, posts, a lot of adverts. They invest heavily in marketing strategies. So everybody will know about it. The event will be next year, but they will start a year before. Everyone will know about it, including people who don't listen to those music or type of songs. But here in Zambia, what happens? Timadabwache, we just get surprised because we just hear that there was a show, Papiaza, for gospel artists. No, there was a concert this side. Let me just say, most artists do not invest in marketing. For them, what they say is that tualale kompashi ushunde nangwa tualale kompashi upyunge, meaning that to allow the spirit to lead. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. You need to invest money. If in case you don't have money, what do? You approach these big corporations, companies, advertise for them for free. In exchange, they put up a few billboards for you. They cater for certain logistics and payments. They invest for you or they advertise for you so that at least people know about it. Then another thing is that when you look at the clergy in Nigeria, the pastors, men of God, women of God, they work hand in hand with the musicians or the artists. You will see a clergy from Nigeria, a clergyman will be coming from Nigeria. He won't come alone. You carry maybe a musician or an artist who will tag along. This artist will be singing at the show, whichever the show they will have. If it's an overnight here in Zambia, they'll be singing. And you've got other artists who are so big, they are known world over in Nigeria. But right now, despite their fame, they are still serving under certain men of God. But here in Zambia, it's like Shiramuntu Nechiwa Chako. Most gospel artists are not willing to save men of God. They just want to be saved. They want to be known without being associated with a certain man of God. I know not everyone can do that, but the whole point is in working hand in hand with the men of God because you are doing the same thing. But here in Zambia, that's Monica Sana, patari fe. So I don't know how you expect to improve. Another point is that the Nigerian artists have invested in excellence, premium. You see, even when they come to a show, the vehicles they drive, the type of clothing that they wear, the way they conduct themselves on social media, they're not, of course, they are ordinary because what they are preaching is the gospel, but they have invested heavily in their brand. People respect them accordingly. People pay them as according to the value that they show. But most artists here in Zambia, gospel artists, do not invest in premium. They can pull up in anything because the excuse will be like, we are singing for God. Yes, but what is the main goal? Is for you to pour as many souls as possible to God. So if you do not have a big turnaround or turn up to your event, then how exactly are you doing what you want to do? How are you achieving it? Invest in your brand heavily. In the end, that's what feeds you. That's what does what also. That's what brings people to you. Invest in your brand heavily because whether you like it or not, you are a brand. And then put yourself out there. Let your name be mentioned whenever they are talking about artists to be booked, let your name trend for good reasons. In Zambia, we've got a few exceptions. Yeah, a few exceptions. We've got Pompey. Pompey is making waves. We also the crowds that he pulled up when he was in Uganda with the wife. These people have been, investing, intentionally doing that, putting out their music, distributing it widely, and they are known. We also have the likes of Abena King's Malembe Malembe. He has been having shows out of the country, there's just that premium. And you look at the way he dresses according to the way he wants to be addressed. And beyond any doubt, if Kings today was to have a show in Woodland Stadium, it will be packed. There's so much respect which he has been put on his name because of the investment that he has put. He might be caught up in politics here and there, but the respect still remains the same. He will be respected accordingly, and it will just work like that. So, in short, the difference is in investment. Invest in your brand, invest in marketing strategies, and your music is going to sell. Everyone will be listening to it. The way Nigerians have always been doing it, when a song trends, it trends world over. A Nigerian musician or the pastor, the one for the Hallelujah Challenge. What's the name again? Yes, I think I'll remember along the way. He was even invited to sing at the inauguration ceremony for Donald Trump. Why? Because he has invested in his brand very well. So you can still be a man of God, you can still sing gospel and still invest in your brand. In fact, the more you go out there, the more souls will be won. There's no secret. There's no secret in these things. All these things have got rules to be followed. Chapwafi.